traders, it's the 26th of March and the trading disclaimer appears in the description below, so read that before you proceed. Okay, let's get into this then. So the daily chart, this is the futures FDAX chart, and we can see here, same as yesterday, that the bounce from that down sloping high to high trend line held yesterday, and you can see that we've actually managed to take out the high of yesterday already, and we're currently trading above the close, but that may change, we'll see. And they've got this large bar from Friday that we're probably going to look to attack if we manage to stay above the high from yesterday. The 11,859 level is still interesting, but it's highly unlikely we're going to get there today, probably within the next few days. So we'll keep an eye on that over the next week or so. Now on the hourly chart, you can see that we've clearly got this series of higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows even, and really we're starting to form this basic bearish pattern. There's two things to point out. The first one is this low going to hold? And if it does that mean that this is now our low and it's confirmed, and it's going to be our major low and it will continue to build from here? Or are we going to turn around this and take out this low marked at number 4 here to confirm a new lower low? Well, yeah, a new lower high here at number 5. So you'll notice that I've drawn a fork through these most recent pivots here. 4, you could say, maybe is technically not yet confirmed as a pivot, but I'm going to use it for now. And the median line that goes through here was missed, and you can see that if this was going to be a confirmed miss and it wasn't going to reach that median line, we've got a Hagopian's rule here, and that generally is followed by a continued move in the direction it was moving before. So that's one thing to watch out. This is quite an interesting reaction we can see here from this large impulse to the downside, and then it's followed by this reactive move, and it's pretty much retraced sort of 75% or so of that candle. So if this doesn't build from here, then this would be considered a failure, but the strength of this reaction suggests that it's not ready to turn around or turn over just yet. Now the market is still technically bearish below 11,640 according to this chart, and that is the major, I suppose we'll call it a major bearish swing, lower swing high. So we remain bearish below that. Now the levels for today, bearing in mind this is FDAX and not CFD, are these. So you've got the value area high, the point of control, and the value area low down here. We've already taken out that entire value area from yesterday, and you'll notice here that on the overnight session we made a little bit of progress above the high of yesterday, but we didn't make any further progress above this consolidation zone, and as a result you can see the reaction cut through the lows of the overnight session, or challenged them at least, found some consolidation, and then just sliced straight through the value area, and it's now consolidating somewhere around that point of control in that value area from yesterday. So the questions for today now will be, which one's going to go first? Are we going to take out the low of yesterday, or are we going to take out the high of the overnight session this morning? So they're the questions to ask. If we do continue to just trade sideways in this value area, then we're going to be putting in this base here to build from, and then it's just a case of working out which side of that range it's going to break. Now if we break higher, 470 is an obvious target. It's an exposed point of control from Friday, or Friday's point of control that was not touched yesterday, more specifically. And breaking to the downside opens up a number of other questions as well, but we've got to get there first. And you can see that exposed point of control here at 470. We don't have any exposed points of control to the downside until we get way down here at 10,724. It's definitely not going to get there in a day unless something major happens. Okay, and we'll just quickly check the levels on CFD. Similar story you can see here. And the point of control, value area high and value area low have all been taken out. The low, however, is 11,277, and the exposed point of control that we talked about just a minute ago is somewhere there around 462. Right, guys, that's me for today. As far as signals are concerned, if we just go and take a look at what's going on today, we ran through the session review yesterday here, so go and check that video out if you haven't seen it already. But we've been in a buy mode on the DAX for the majority of the session, or all of the session this morning. We have got this area up here which is suggesting that we are just a little bit overcooked. And as you can see, a sort of a retracement. I've just realised I'm on FTSE here and not DAX. And you would imagine that if it does take a retracement from here, this would be the most obvious place that it would retrace back to, which is just the midpoint of this. Or it's actually the developing VWAP for the day, and so you'd imagine it's going to reach that at some point. But there were two signals that came out. I am, I believe, still in that trade. Let's just go and check over here. Yes, I am. So we sent out a signal this morning to get long on FTSE. Don't know how long this one's going to last because it has retraced quite drastically here. But we got in at 7194, I believe, or somewhere around there. And yeah, it was a tricky day yesterday, in as much that we sent out three signals which all went into profit, did quite well, but turned around and got taken out at break even. This may well be another example of that today, and we've already had another one on the DAX, which happened earlier on, which was this short. We got a short down here. It got into profit, but it turned around and took us out of break even. So, you know, this is just one of those things. My trading strategy takes a lot of break evens and small losers, and I'm happy with that because I'm looking for a decent momentum based running trade that takes me for a nice big win. So that's just the way I like to trade. There's a statistical edge in that strategy, and I'm going to continue to stick to the plan. You can find out more about that on the website if you want to, and if you are a member and you want access to this software, you can do so. You just need to let me know and I'll get it all hooked up for you. Alright guys, have a good trading day, take care, and we'll catch you again later on.